shloka we were discussing from the Jewels of Bhagavatam? Anyone remembers? You can type it. Let me see who remembers. Fourth canto, chapter 8. Shloka number 18. So we have done 18. We are supposed to start from 18. Start from 18. Okay, we'll find out. Okay, what is happening in this section so far is there is a talk going on. Suruchi has done the talking. Now Dhruva goes to Suniti and Suniti finds out what happens, and then Suniti starts advising Dhruva. Yes. So we'll go to the fourth canto, 8th chapter, shloka number 18 is done. We'll go to 19. Atishtatat vimatsarastvam uktam samatrapi yad avyalikam आराध्ययाधोक्षजपाद पद्मं यदिच्छसेद्या सनमुत्तमो यथा. Hare Krishna. So what is she saying here? So she's telling here, in the previous verse, she had spoken that, see, whatever has been spoken by Suruchi is correct, my dear boy, because your father doesn't even accept me, or the king, your father doesn't even accept me as good as maid servant. So you're Dhruva, you're unfortunate. That's what she spoke. Yes. Now, hear what she's saying. Atishta. Tishta means what? Tishta means to stop. Are ruko. Tishta in Sanskrit. Tishta means stop. Ruko. Kya kar rahe ho? Ruko. That's called tishta. But atishta means what? Atishta means go on. Karo. So atishta, she's telling Dhruva, don't stop now here. Atishta tattata vimatsarastvam. See, hey tat, hey my dear son, vimatsara. Matsara means what? Matsara means envy. It is said that there are 3 levels. There is comparison, which is unhealthy comparison. There is jealousy, and finally there is envy. So it is called as asuyaha. So asuyaha. This word asuyaha is called one who doesn't make unhealthy comparisons. He is called asuyaha. But worse than asuyaha is one who performs dvesha. Dvesh is another one. But above dvesh is matsara. So these are like 3 levels of envy. Asuyaha, dveshaha, and matsara. Asuya more or less means a person making unhealthy comparisons. Dvesha means jealousy. Always thinking why the other person doesn't have it. Why the other person has this, I don't have it. That is dvesh. But above this is matsara. If I don't have it, even that fellow cannot have it. I will do whatever it takes to take that thing away from him. That's matsara. So vimatsara means what? Vimatsara means without being envious. Vimatsarastvam. You have to become without envy. And atishta tat uktam. Tat uktam. Whatever your stepmother has spoken, those words. Tad uktam atishta. Please carry on. Don't stop. Yes, do not stop. Samatra api avyalikam. Please understand. Please understand that whatever she has spoken. See, this is the nature of Suniti. So she is seeing the good, she is seeing the positivity even in the words rude, harsh, envious and proud words of Suruchi. In her such kind of words also she is seeing the positivity. Now that is the quality of Suniti. She is telling, "Arey nahi baba, beta, those words taduktam samatrapi abilikam." मतलब जो भी बोला है अच्छे के लिए बोला है. So she's seeing the good and the positivity in Dhruva. अरे जो बोला है अच्छे के लिए बोला. This is spoken for your good. Now please understand, my dear friends, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we find all the characters of Bhagavatam have accepted certain difficult instructions, certain difficult words, certain harsh words, and taken it very positively in their life. And as a result, they have undergone a great transformation. Now, here in the case of Dhruva, Dhruva was not able to take it positively. He was extremely hurt. He was agitated. But here, Suniti, like an ideal teacher, an ideal mother, is teaching Dhruva how to take this positively. How you can take these words positively? It's for your good, and then if you apply it will be for your good. How many of you have uh, been hurt by somebody through words, but you found that जो उन्होंने बोला, there is an element of truth. वो सच है थोड़ा सच है उसमें. There is an element of truth to it, and also if I were to apply this, I will definitely improve. Yes. We all have this experience. Yes, we all had this experience. बोला है, अच्छे से नहीं बोला. The presentation of the words may not be good, but the present that we will get, the gift, the present that we are going to get when following these instructions nicely, that is something which is going to be amazing. So that is the time we have to put aside our ego. That's what we learned from Suniti, to put aside your ego and to see the positivity, to put aside the ego, to go beyond who is speaking, rather see what is being spoken. Yes, we have to see what is being spoken. So many times people ask. Yesterday there was a person who came and asked, Prabhuji, kal subah ka Bhagavatam class aap denge? I said, no, I'm not going to give. I'm not here. I'm not here today. I'm not here tomorrow also. He said, fil main nahi aa raha. I said, no, don't do that. Please don't see who is speaking. Please see what is being spoken. That's very important. Yes, so what is being spoken is very, very important. So even in Bhagavatam, many times you will find that Hiranyakashipu is giving a lesson. He's taking a very wonderful workshop called the Science of Soul workshop. Yeah, he speaks science of soul, how to overcome lamentation from the dead ones. So like these wonderful topics he speaks. His representation may be zero, but at least for his good presentation, Bhagavatam has picked him and told Hiranyakashipu Uvacha. Yes, Shri Hiranyakashipu Uvacha. He's called Shri there. Shri means Mr. Just like in English, Mr. of course doesn't make sense. But Shri means a very, very fortunate person. Yes, so when we are also introduced, in English we call it His Grace, Sanatan Dharma Prabhu, they call me. In Hindi, they would call Shriman Sanatan Dharma Prabhuji. That's how they call. That means what? A very fortunate person. So similarly in Bhagavatam, when Hiranyakashipu is speaking about science of soul, he is called Shri Hiranyakashipu Vacha. My God. Why? Because the fact that he is about to speak is something which is useful and beneficial for everybody. So don't see the person, see the truth that is being spoken. That's really important. So here, even Suniti is applying the same principle, that she may be stepmother, she might have spoken out of envy, she's speaking out of great pride, her presentation was very rude and harsh, it was not very appropriate, but still, her words carry some essence. Yes. So Bhagavatam teaches us how to be a Sarabhuk. Sarabhuk means what? Sarabhuk means essence seeker. A Hamsa or a swan is called as Annapakshi or Sarabhuk. Why? Because what happens if you give milk, a mixture of milk and water to a swan? The swan only takes the milk and leaves the water aside. Yeah, he will take the milk and leave the water aside. हम लोग बोलेंगे प्रभु जी हमको उल्टा टेक्नोलॉजी चाहिए. We want somebody who will take the water and give the pure milk to us, ताकि शुद्ध, शुद्ध प्रतिशत, सब प्रतिशत जो शुद्ध दूध है हमको मिल पाए. We want the opposite. But anyways, the point here, what we want to say, is we have to be like that Annapakshi, the swan who just takes the essence and leaves aside those things which are not fruitful. So Suniti is exactly like that. She's just speaking the positivity of Suniti. Aradhaya adhokshaja pada padmam. What is the meaning of adho akshaja? Akshaja. Akshaja means that which can be perceived by one's mundane senses. That's called akshaja. Perceived by mundane senses is called akshaja. Adhokshaja means what? Adha akshaja means one who is beyond the range of one's senses. The one whom you cannot see with material eyes. The one whom you cannot hear about with material ears. The one whom you cannot taste with material senses. So that person is called as akshaja, adhokshaja. So she's telling aradhaya, आराधना करो, वर्शिप करो, किसकी? अधोक्षज पाद पद्मम, the lotus feet of that अधोक्षज Lord you worship. यदि इच्छसे अध्यासनम उत्तमम यथा. अगर यदि इच्छसे, अगर तुम्हारी इच्छा है कि तुम भी अध्यासनम आदि आसनम उत्तमो यथा, उत्तम जो है उस उत्तम, the step brother of Dhruva. So just like Uttama is yatha, yatha means like Uttama. So like how Uttama is having an asan, just like how Uttama is sitting on the lap of the king, like that you want to sit. आप भी वैसे बैठना चाहते हैं, then what you have to do? Then you have to go आराध्य अधोक्षज पाद पद्मम यदीच्छसे अध्यासनम उत्तमो यथा. So she gives him the secret. Yes. So your mother has spoken this truth. Go to the Supreme Lord and worship his lotus feet. Aradhana start karo. Next look. So this is an instruction that mother gives. Yes, this is Matru Agya. He says yes. But she says only if you desire. तुम्हारी भी इच्छा है ना बैठना है तो तुम भी करो. यस्यांग्रि पद्मं परिचर्य विश्व विभावनायात्त गुणाधिपत्तेः अजोद्यति तिष्ठत् खलु पारमेष्ट्यं पद्मं जितात्म श्वसनाभिवन्द्यम्. Okay, so what is spoken here in this verse? All right, please understand. No, last sloka, what was the core subject matter? Aradhya adhokshaja pada padmam. So what is the glory? अरे ये lotus feet जो है, आप बोल रहे lotus feet, अरे इसको प्राप्त करके क्या मिलेगा? We hear this so many times, no? In association of devotees, we hear this so many times. Roji, lotus feet, lotus feet. Devotees say lotus feet. Please give me the dust from your lotus feet. अरे ये lotus feet में क्या है? What is there so much? Why should I worship this lotus feet? This may be a question, right? In all of our minds, this may be a question. अरे why should I worship that lotus feet? So she's clarifying here that what happens when you worship the lotus feet. Yasya angri padmam. Yasya यानी कि उनके angri is feet, padmam again. Yasya angri padmam paricharya vishwa. So paricharya. So by worshipping the lotus feet, paricharya, what has happened? Yes, what has happened? She's telling here, parameshtyam khalu vishwa vibhavanyata. Please understand. Vishwa vibhavanya. That means to create universe. So आपको बोलेगा, if I tell you, come on, create a temple for me and give, कितना easy हो जाएगा. आप लोग कोई ना कोई यहाँ से कर लेगा तो मेरे लिए कितना आसान हो जाएगा. It becomes so easy for me. Creating a temple, but my God, creating temple, oh, it's very difficult. Not very easy. We need land, we need money, we need construction material, we need workers. इतना सब कुछ चाहिए. So similarly, he had received the instructions to create universe. Yes, Vishwa Vibhavana. So what did he do? Gunabhipeta. So those gunas, so you need qualification, you need qualities, you need attributes to construct universe. To construct universe is not easy. Correct? But Ajah, that unborn Brahma, Adhyashtitat Khalu Parameshtyam, he got the topmost position in the universe just by what? Just by Paricharya Padmam Angri. Just by worshipping the lotus feet of Hari, Vishwa Vibhanaya, to create the universe, Gunabhipatte, whatever qualification is required, whatever qualities you need, Ajaha, that unborn Brahma. Ajaha means one who's unborn. Correct. Brahma was born from the navel of Vishnu. He doesn't have any sort of mother. Mother ne maa nahi hai. Pita se hi janma liya hai. So that person, yes, Brahma ji. Who's Brahma? Brahma हमारे लिए तो पता नहीं कौन है. Yes, we are all coming from Brahma, but for Dhruva, who is Brahma? Can you imagine his direct relationship? Brahma for him is great grandfather. Let us see. Dhruva's father is Uttanapad. Uttanapad's father is Swayambhuva Manu. Swayambhuva Manu's father is Brahma. Can you imagine? Dhruva Maharaj, what a connection he has with Brahma. So he is telling here, your great grandfather, how did he become great? How did he become Brahma? Parameshti means the topmost position in this universe. How did he get the topmost position? You also want position, right? You want position? How did Brahma get position? Jitatma Shvasana Abhivandya. What did he do? Jitatma. He conquered his mind. Jita Shvasana. He controlled his life. Pranayam. Abhivandya. And he worshipped whom? Angripada Padmam. The Lord's lotus feet. That's it. So Prabhuji, we will not be able to control breath, control mind, Abhivandya. What we should do? We should chant the holy name. हमको क्या करना? हमको ये सब टेंशन नहीं लेना. हमको सिर्फ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. This chanting we have to keep doing. That's it. So हमारे लिए यही सब कुछ है. This is everything for us. Correct? So what all Brahma did? Austerities, penances, sitting in the on the flower, lotus flower, ये सब कुछ चीजें आसानी से, very easily we can do simply by sitting in our. We don't have to go to that lotus. We don't have to go to Shweta Dvipam. We don't need 4 heads. Yes, we don't have to undergo so much tivra tapasya, no breathing air, etc. Nothing required. We simply have to attentively chant, pronounce clearly, hear attentively. Do this much, we are going to get the same result as Brahma got. Correct? यही मिलने वाला. So please understand that to become successful, you need Krishna. Sirf tapasya, dry tapasya and some kind of mystic yoga, pranayam, isse nahi milne wala hai. Only when Supreme Lord's lotus feet is worshipped, that is when you will become successful in everything. Yes, in every aspect of life, in every sphere, you will be successful just by worshipping the Supreme Lord like that. Next. So Brahmaji, now what is the significance of lotus feet? Are you worship karu? Are Brahmaji became Brahma by worshipping lotus feet. Next, or batate hu. She's going to tell more. Let's see what she says. Tatha manurvo bhagavan pitamaho yame kamatya purudakshiner makhai ishtva bipede duravapat manyato bhaumam sukham divyamatha pavaryam. Okay, so great grandfather के बारे में बोला, but your grandfather is also great. Yes. Who is Dhruva's grandfather? We just now discussed. Dhruva's grandfather is Swayambhuva Manu. So Tatha Manu Vaha Bhagavan Pitamaha. Please understand that Manu also, what did he do? Manu also, your Pitamaha. Pitamaha is father of father, grandfather. Tatha Manurvo Bhagavan Pitamaho Ekamatya Purudakshinai Makhai. My God, with Ekamat. Ekamat means one pointed attention. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When we're chanting, we don't think of anything else but chanting. That is called Ekamat. So this was the qualification of Swayambhuva Manu. Ekamat, with one pointed attention. That's what Krishna says, na? What does Krishna say in the 2nd chapter, 41st verse? He says very clearly, Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekkeha kurunandana, not getting distracted. When we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, jewels of Srimad Bhagavatam, we should hear Srimad Bhagavatam very attentively. Yes, this is a great yajna. This is a sacrifice. See, here it is said Manu performed makhai, many sacrifice. Makhai means sacrifice. So what is the sacrifice we are doing? Yes, we are doing the sacrifice of Bhagavatam. ये क्या है? ये कान नहीं है, यज्ञ कुंड है. दिखाई दे रहा है? This is a यज्ञ कुंड. मेरा ही नहीं, आप सबका भी. Not just mine. All of your ears is yajna kund. And inside the yajna kund, swaha, swaha, swaha. We are doing ahuti. Ahuti of what? Ahuti of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is going inside your ears. Pravishta karna randrena swanam bhava saroruham dunoti shamalam Krishna yatha. Yes, salilasya yatha sharat. So like this. So this is also yajna you are doing. So like this ekamatya yajna. We should do one pointed attention ke saath yajna karna chahiye. So Manu also did that. Ishtva bipede duravapa manyato. See, understand. So thus he got something which cannot be achieved by anybody else. Bhaumam Sukham Divyam Athapavargam. So Manu, what he got? Manu got two things. Bhaumam Sukham. Bhaumam means what? Material. Bhaumam Sukham means material pleasure. Are ye bhi mil gaya. And Divyam Athapavargyam. And also after that, he's got his ticket back to Godhead also. मतलब इस लाइफ में भी opulence और अगले लाइफ में back to Godhead उधर भी enjoyment. Somebody like Sudama the florist. So when Krishna enters Mathura, he gives mercy to Sudama. Sudama is a florist who had flowers. Because he offered flower to Krishna, Krishna blessed him. Hey Sudama, the florist, I bless you that in this life also you will enjoy material opulence, and next life you will go back to Godhead, there you will enjoy spiritual opulence. दोनों तुम enjoy करोगे. Yes, you will enjoy both. And Swayambhu Manu, your grandfather, my dear Dhruva, your grandfather Swayambhu Manu, Bhaumam Sukham, Divyam Athapavargyam, the material pleasure as well as going back to Godhead. दोनों उसको मिल गया. 2 in 1. How many of you want both? Success बताओ. दोनों चाहिए? Some are saying no. How many of you want only Krishna consciousness? It's good. Nice. How many of you not decided? Discuss करेंगे आपके साथ फिर decide करेंगे. Yes. So both. When Krishna gives material opulence, there's nothing called material opulence. When Krishna gives something, it is spiritual because it's connected to Krishna. See, material opulence given by demigods is temporary. But on the other hand, Krishna's opulence, he gives some opulence, it's permanent. When demigods give material opulence, it gives dukkha also. On the other hand, when Krishna gives such a material opulence, it doesn't have any kind of dukkha in that. Yes. And when demigods give material happiness, they distract you from bhakti. On the other hand, when Krishna gives you any kind of so-called material happiness, that will never ever deviate you from bhakti. So that is the difference between getting opulence from Krishna and getting opulence from demigods. So thus Swayambhu Manu, Vishnavipede Durapavam Anyato. Nobody else got what he got. He got a unique position. And that is all because of Varshi Ekamatya, with one pointed attention, unflinching devotion, he worshipped Hari. So we need to understand, we need to really applaud for our Suniti Devi. Why? Because she is making a very good presentation. First she gave him inspiration from the words of Suruchi. And then Dhruva Malare Suruchi kuch bhi bolegi. Aisa thodi ho sakta hai. Is there anything like this? And that particular point of time, at that point of time, she gives 2 examples. So take the example of your own grandfather, your own great grandfather. So पहले great grandfather का example दिया, फिर grandfather का example दिया, and then she inspires. Yes, she inspires Dhruva. You also should do this. How does she inspire? That last verse we'll see and we'll conclude. तमेव वत्साश्रय भृत्य वत्सलं मुमुक्षिभिर्मृग्य पदाब्जपादतम् अन्नन्य भावे निज धर्म भाविते मनस्यवस्थाप्य भजस्व पुरुषम्. What is she saying here? Very sweet shloka this is. So thus देखो ब्रह्मा जी का एग्जाम्पल दिया, स्वयंभू मनु का एग्जाम्पल दिया, अभी तुम्हें भी करना. त्वमेव वत्सा, हे वत्स तुम भी, you also, तमेव वत्सा आश्रय, take shelter, take shelter. So she is calling Dhruva as Vatsa, but she is calling Bhagavan as Bhritya Vatsalam. Bhritya Vatsalam. Bhritya Vatsalam means what? Bhritya Vatsalam means a Lord who treats his devotees like calf. Because another meaning of Vatsal is calf. So Vatsa is calf and Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal. Cow does 2 things to his devotees. What are the 2 things that cow does to his devotees? To its calf, of course. गाय 2 चीजें करती है. The cow does 2 things for the devotee. What are the 2 things? बताइए, बताइए. Tell me. Don't Google. Mridanga. My God. Okay, milk. Yeah, that's one. Feeding milk, and number 2, licking. Exactly, licking. Chatna. She licks. Why does she lick? Affection. Okay. Why? Why? What else? What is the other reason of licking? Cleaning, exactly. Cleaning. So the cow cleanses the body of the calf through licking. So similarly, Krishna, as a Bhakta Vatsal, will purify the devotee's heart of all the contamination and anarthas. He'll purify. And at the same time, giving milk. What does giving milk means? Giving milk means giving you the prema, dugdam gitamratam, giving that Krishna prema. That also you will get. Both you will get. So she's telling in one sense, whatever impurity you have a desire to enjoy, you have a desire to be the Lord. That kind of desire also. Just 1 minute, I'll plug in. That desire, even if it is contaminated, Krishna will purify it. Don't worry. Krishna will purify that desire. At the same time, he will provide you exactly what you need. जो आपको चाहिए, the milk, the real nourishment, that he is going to provide you. Who? Krishna. He will do that. Yes, mumukshibir mrigya padabja paddatim. See the mumukshibhi. Mumukshibhi means those who want liberation. Mrigya padabja paddatim. So they systematically do sadhana to please this particular personality of Godhead. मुमुक्षु भी उनके काम, उनकी आराधना करते हैं. अनन्य भावे निज धर्म भाविते. What she's telling? So what you do is do not think of anybody else now. Ananya bhave. Ananya. There is no need to take anybody else's shelter. Just take shelter of Krishna. Nija dharma bhavite. And do your allotted duty. Yes. Manasi avasthabhya bhajasva purusham. And with your mind, manasi avasthabhya. Place that Bhagwan in your heart and do your bhakti. Purusham. वो पुरुष को जो है अपने हार्ट में रखिए. Keep him only in your heart and bhajasva. Do bhajan. Worship him. So this is the training that mother is giving to son. This is how mothers are supposed to train their son. So the beauty is here. She is not telling Dhruva to, come on, now you focus on your goal. What is your goal? Come on, you have to get a kingdom greater than great grandfather. तुम्हारे goal को भूलना मत. Is she saying that? No. Is she saying, तुम्हारा goal क्या है? तेरे step mother को ना एक लाफा देना है, जोर का थप्पड़ मारना. That is the goal. उसे revenge लेना है. Is that the goal she's saying? What is the goal? Goal is just to do bhajan. एक अनन्य भाव. There's nobody else you should think of except the Lord. Don't think of your revenge. Don't think of your desire. Don't think of your aspirations. Just focus on the Lord and keep performing your bhajan. So that Lord should be your object of meditation. Yes. So that's what she's telling. And another deep meaning here is Bhritya Vatsal, of saying that, see Dhruva, you have come to me. I am one mother. But Krishna can give you the love of 1 million mothers and much more. Millions of mothers love, Krishna can give you alone. So you go there unto Krishna. So she is directing Dhruva to Krishna. That is the beauty of this section. Hare Krishna. So we'll continue from text number 23 next time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Thank you all very, very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samasta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hare Hare. So any quick reflections from your side? Yes, please. I'll just fill water. I'm here only, I'm hearing. Yes. Any reflections?